enjoyed anymore. That you're like dependent on that person for
Yeah.
your happiness.
Yeah. I'll say
Because
so.
that could like personally, I don't really know, but a lot of people say that is like a very bad mindset,
I
like
mean,
to be
I know
dependent
it's
on
bad.
someone.
I just the problem is I don't know how to think anything differently. I can't like I don't feel like I can just shift my thing to be like, oh, I'm happy with myself. I love myself 10/10 and yada yada yada, and not
Yeah,
play TFT 10
this is where I like give it up to God or maybe an actual professional, because it's like a complete reframing of your worldview where you need to find the intrinsic value of things like that aren't just tangible real world things.
I don't know. Just like I feel like at the I try to picture like someone that is that like they do what they do, like maybe they love camping and so they just do it because they like it, not because like they need to make something out of it or whatever. It's like I feel like those people, they already have a set goal of like it's always gonna, I think, come down to like money. Like they have a job or whatever, they can separate it and then be like, okay, I do my job, done, go do my own thing, live my life, and not feel the pressure like to work, because like their work is just like this 8 hours a day, whatever I've done. It's not this thinking of like, oh, I'm running a business and I have to work a business and, you know, gotta get on the hustle, you know. Like, cause even if I wasn't like doing YouTube or like streaming, and let's just say I like, was doing business and I had a brand, like I would still be the same thing. Like I feel like I would have to like work to make the business grow. I mean, Twitch is a business.
Yeah.
But like if we're talking about like a more like product selling business. Right.
Be for real, Evan, I'm just saying that with you.
Double kill.
Anyway, I think this conversation can just be an exercise to potentially challenge your view, but I'd
Yeah.
also just like to see it when it happens.
Well,
Like, see what happens when.
I feel like I know what people are telling me to do and what I should be, but like how to get there, and this just doesn't seem clear at all. Like
I
this,
think the main thing is just being happy and content. As long as you're those two things, it doesn't really matter. I think.
I don't think I can get to that state though. Is it possible? I don't know how.
Of just being happy and content.
I can't.
So like working towards your goals, you're not content working towards your goals.
No.
Like you still feel like upset that like, oh, I
I
didn't hit it
think
today.
you have an understanding that there is a single stop. Like your train has one stop, and until you get there, you will not rest and you will not be happy.
Yeah. Like my two stops is own a house and be somebody. Like I want to be a star. Like you already know this, and I hate saying it. Like it sounds like yuck saying it. I want to be a star.
No, keep saying it. If you believe it, then keep saying it. But I think, and this is my biased opinion on life, there are so many stops. This fucking train has so many stops, and you should be you deserve to enjoy every stop.
Shut down.
Ooh.
This is the easiest try therapy response ever. Too much time and money and effort. And marriage.
How long have we been in this game?
30
30
minutes.
minutes.
Why are we playing?
The way he caught up with me, and I'm dead. I should have just hit that plant. I didn't think it would catch up with me. I mean, I don't mind playing. Like, if you want to surrender, I don't mind playing. Hi, Kaya.
An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
What's the last achievement? Probably Tommy Hilfiger. But I already know like next year that they're not gonna like put me back up on it because like if I had stayed in League of Legends and stayed strong in League, yeah, I would have probably had a second year. But I know like with me being in TFT and numbers have lowered, so I already know like I'm probably not gonna get a second year. Like if I'm gonna be for real.
That person's absolutely right. And I said that.
Wait, what? Empty declare? Like to go to a therapist?
No, they're right that... Because I was saying maybe I just don't... Like, this is where we give it up to God or someone with actual professional training.
Ah. You already saying it's that up without time. Well, I think a lot of it hinged on League of Legends and Overwatch at the moment. That's my success. It's a real shame that I don't enjoy these games anymore, and I have to find another thing. I mean, I think that's like, I guess, a double-edged sword of like this like thing about me where I love to like work hard at something, like a hobby or whatever, and make it big with that one thing. Because if that one thing like ends up not working or not being fun or whatever, then everything starts crashing down. You know. Like, I know, someone like a very famous model, like, I don't know, Naomi Campbell, like, you know, I find that to be like very inspirational. Like, she like at the top of the game with the modeling career, but like, I don't know, what if she like freaking breaks her leg and like can never recover or whatever, then, you know, everything's downhill from there.
No, totally.
Oh, we're dead.
Something else I think everyone should know, well, the viewers who have the privilege of hearing this conversation, is that there typically isn't an opportunity to have these conversations with Lumi, because she just doesn't hang out in Discords like the rest of our friend groups do.
I actually like, I think I might be like a low maintenance friend. Like, I've also heard TikTok this thing of like
Enemy killing spree.
a friend that can like still be friends but like not feel the need to like hang out every day or whatever. Like I could probably talk to no one for like a month or so and I would still see no difference. Like I'll be like, oh, I see us as friends or whatever. You know, I still like you. I still remember times I had. Like, and I mean, there is a part of it like I feel like the girls come and say hi to me in my Twitch chat, so like I feel like I get that bit of like, hey, how are you? From time to time. But like, yeah, I don't feel like I need to be like, oh, I must talk to JJ and hang out with him every single day or whatever. Like I don't feel like it like things like decline. Like I don't feel like a friendship declines just because I'm not hanging out every day.
Okay.
I don't know, but I know that some people don't see that as that. Like some people are like, oh, you haven't spoken to me in a while. Like I guess you don't really care for me or whatever. Like that's not how I see it. Like I would feel that if in a relationship though. Don't get me wrong. Like in a relationship, I would very much be like, I must hang out with this person always. I need it. Otherwise, I think something is wrong. But in friendship, I don't feel that way. Oh wow, man. I'm going too fast.
Fuck is Q?
I wonder how much my combo did to Malphite then.
Like, I feel like I want to go hard on a boy. I feel guilty. Like, I don't want my friends to feel like any less. Like, I don't care about them or anything. But like,
Trust me, they don't.
I very much feel like I want to. I go.
Trust me, they do not.
I go hard on my. I want to go hard on my
You know
boyfriend.
the low
and-
maintenance thing?
What's that? Yeah.
I think they see it as a mutual thing.
Yeah. I don't know, I just feel like if I want to be hanging out with someone and I love them so much, blah 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 blah, then that would just be a boyfriend in my in my mind.
Blah 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 blah.
Hope that would just be a boyfriend, right?
No, totally.
But that's kind of like why I don't see a boyfriend as a boyfriend. I want to see a boyfriend as a best friend. Alright, that's why.
And I'm sure there's a bestie out there. Maybe it's empty the clip.
I just realized we're all AP.
Yeah.
It's a question's fault. He always does this when I play Balcos.
I have to contest the AP. I can't let him be the only AP.
I mean, I would say JJ is my closest friend. But even then, I don't feel the need to like hang out with him every day or whatever.
And that's why I hate you. Just kidding.
I feel like my distancing has had its perks, because we've had quite a few breakups in friend groups, and because of my distance towards them, I feel like
Can you name them?
oh fuck.
I emoted in front of her.
Like, you know,
What's that gonna do, girl?
some friends have had breakups and drama, and because like I've been distant with this, like I'm unaffected. Like I'm still friends with both parties, you know.
Girl, even if you were part of the drama, they wouldn't care because you're aluminum.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know if that's necessarily true, because like there are some people that like have had breakups, but they, from what I have heard, they haven't like they weren't directly part of like barely anything. It's just more like their like attitude towards the situation.
Oh my god, I really AFK farmed this game. Why do I have 300 CS? And 8 kill participation.
game. Very long, just chatting league stream. I like it though. I like these types of games.
I'm not religious. I haven't tried religion yet.
The lack of damage.
Oh, I meant that common phrase. Well, Kuya says it a lot, so I've been saying it. Like, give it up to God. Like, Jesus, take the wheel.
Yeah,
Not
yeah,
literally.
yeah.
Like I believe in God or Jesus. I think God is love. Namaste.
Oh, I understand. Need more CDR. I think I can one hit every single one of them, but not fight. Oh wait, they had the soul. I thought we had the soul.
That's what Lumi means.
What?
Soul.
Maybe I do.
A guy named Saul.
Well, where do you both get your like self-worth from? Where you like that contentness and like happiness? Well, are you happy
I think
with
spending time
yourself?
with friends.
Lux, do you want to join this conversation?
Do you feel like you're a 10 out of 10? Both of you?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm 10 out of 10, but I'm happy.
Alright. And hanging out with friends is that source of happiness.
I just want to make it clear because it's like I'm getting some comments. I'm reading some comments from text that like this isn't. That's why I mentioned that you guys have the privilege of hearing this conversation because like everyone's friendship with Lumi isn't a normal one where she's like in Discord with us all the time and we get to talk about shit and talk about life. Like this isn't a lecture just because there are two views different to Lumi. It's like I'm not telling her to do this thing. I'm not saying it. Like it's more like I'm trying to get her to explore like these different ideas that seems like so core to us, or core to me at least.
I mean, I know JJ worries for me as like, he wouldn't be doing this if he didn't care about me. Like, he knows that I'm like always like wanting a boyfriend or that I'm feeling sad and whatever. He knows. And I know.
One shot him.
The one shot.
W the game.
Yeah, don't talk so much of being like so useless, I feel.
Yeah.
Anyway, what were you saying before? That thing.
Where do you find your source of happiness and like contentness?
Love. Genuinely, love.
Oh.
I had this like I knew this Indian woman, Kamal, if you're watching, I love you. She gave me this green scarf and like we just had I just had a very like confirming talk with her about life. She told me this this Hindi proverb that I've forgotten, where it was something about love, and like, I'm not gonna paraphrase because I fucking forgot the phrase, but basically, I think the meaning of life is love. Like, there are so many, like, in chat here, like, there are girlies that I've grown love for, that like, they're just yeah. Like my like my love for my family, my love for myself, the things I do, like in life, like this little things, like a 2:30 a.m. workout. Like I experienced love in it. This sounds so like weird and hippie and self-righteous because like I'm on a stage, but that's where I get my fulfillment from. It's like it's all these connections and these experiences.
You say good to Dash. The Evelyn Ping is so annoying, like, he's so useless, he just stands back doing nothing.
Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh wait! Oh, thank you. I forgot about the ult. Why am I dying?
Oh, I missed it.
Destroyed a turret.
Oh.
Down.
But if you say love is your source of thing, like, does that not then... That is an external thing, like, it depends on the people you love, and it depends on how many, like, what if no one loves you
I
back?
still love myself.
Really?
I think because I love myself, like I wouldn't be able to do anything.
But then exactly, then it wouldn't be love, right? As in, like, loving people. That sort of happiness and love must come from somewhere.
Enemy double kill.
Like,
It's,
you
it's
love
from
your...
the journey. I just took the opportunity to say that I love the girls in chat. And by the girls, I mean Fatua, Lux, Gabby, not all these fucking whores that are watching.
I will say, like, honestly, like, I think I've only known every single person because of, like, you. Like, yeah, I have viewers and I get to know them from that, but, like, on a more, like, if I've ever, like, Discorded chat with someone or played games with them, it's almost always from, like, them connecting through you. And then I slowly be like, oh yeah, I know, you know, I know this person, I know F-Storm, or I know blah blah.
I feel like there's some nuance missed in the explanation, but in my explanation, but that's not to say I'm like I don't have issues like you do, or I don't have goals that you do, or I don't want to work maybe not as much as you do. But like that's the thing that like stops me from sinking, you know? I don't do any damage to that. We end the game after this, right?
Yeah, whatever it was.
And then one more.
Oh my god, Goldwyn, I love you too. Enough about me.
Thank god I chose Sona. She was like quite literally the perfect champion for me to pick out. Like, no
Literally.
thinking, no thinking, just playing, spamming abilities.
Oh, they have Alba!
Yeah.
Yeah.
destroyed.
Oh, what that one doing?
I don't know.
What do I have 4k gold?
Yeah, same.
The enemy's inhibitor is respawning soon.
I think for me personally, I love having like the easiest break from like gaming or stuff like that is just getting something to eat, like going out to a restaurant or anything like that. I love doing that kind of activity.
Does it have to be something you enjoy eating, or literally anything?
Preferably something I enjoy eating. Like if it's just like a bad
She
salad.
said, "Are you big?"
No, it's just mean like, do you try new things out, or like do you just stick to like comfort foods, or like,
I definitely try new things.
like what if you eat something you don't like when you try something new? Like, what
I
if there's
think
nothing
you're
available?
We have to defend. Oh, I hope this gets grilled.
Your inhibitor has been destroyed.
Like,
I'm not sending with you.
Thumbs up. We can kill this guy, I think. There goes half of HP. Oh. Okay,
He ulted
he
out.
ulted the other way! Everyone thought he was going in.
nah, I knew it was running away, but okay. I've never seen this. Evelyn is so fucking useless.
Like, how could she not catch them?
It's because she only plays by doing her silly charm stun. She doesn't care for anything else.
Yeah. You have no mouth out on the skill left. Oh wait, that was bullshit. I thought that was just her W.
Oh, nice.
Okay,
Nice.
we'll get one.
Oh my god, slay. Nice.
Shut down.
I think try end the game. Honestly, but I was sick. I try end.
How do I not have syrups yet?
I hope this fucking 368 farm does something.
Inhibitor has been destroyed.
Cyber, you could have been a fucking valuable part of this conversation.
True.
I want to say that.
I think the way Lumi thinks about a lot of things is similar to how I think though.
Yeah, that's funny because I was like, I was talking to Sharon the other day about you and Jordan,
Mm-hmm.
how you guys are like logic based, and Lumi falls into that same category.
Okay.
So how come I ended up so flop in comparison?
Huh?
In terms of like so sad and feeling like not happy with myself.
First of all, I don't think you were flopped for feeling sad.
Yeah. I don't either.
Because like I recently I haven't been like, getting sad, but that's just my advice. Anyway, enough about me. More about where was I?
I feel like it's been one of the longest games I've been in this year. Oh no.
It's not fucking. It's not flop to
Oh,
be
he's so
bad.
close.
Well, we can make this into just starting.
Yeah, we're just. This is a fucking. We're just getting our worth from the queue time. Watch Evelyn get killed with
We need to clear this
with
and
her
go
auto
Baron.
buff.
Clear this and go Baron.
How many times have I TP'd this game? I think once. I'm
Nice.
so AFK. I'm so sorry, but I'll TP to something soon.
An enemy has been slain.
Oh nice, GG.
I don't know what.
Lumi on the beat. Lumi on the beat.
I don't know what.
Oh, I want to reply to that first
Ally has been slain.
Oh, we need to run.
I'll kill them. The dragon.
Yeah, we're gonna kill them.
We should play. It's 7.7k round.
Huge.
Ah, he's dead.
Oh wow. The damage. Let's end the game.
Your inhibitor is respawning soon.
Order the ward. You know you want to.
Your inhibitor is respawning soon.
I just noticed the no boots on you. Oh, what? Just get the time. 50. Oh my god. I'm really blind. 50.
Is that over an hour?
Probably. Long ass game. I mean, I enjoyed that. Like, that was probably like one of the more enjoyable League games I've had. Purely because of the talking, not because of the gameplay.
Right, the weight of the game meant nothing.
Ooh, no, yeah.
I will say, everything's definitely not as black and white as like, oh, these people are happy, these people aren't. Like, I would say definitely for myself at least, like I'm not always happy. There's a lot of times where I'm sad or like I'm not feeling fulfilled or I'm like so up in the air, like, oh, am I really going down the right career path? And like everything's so complex that like I don't think you're a flop at all. I think
That
it's
part.
very weird that anyone at our age would even be close to like knowing exactly what they want to do or exactly happy or exactly content. I don't think anyone's like that.
And
I think they are, then they're the odd one out.
like my views, my view on life is just different. It's not better.
Right.
Hmm.
Like I could absolutely take some of the things that you have in your life, and you could take some of the things that I have in my life. But I think that's kind of what we're here for,
Right.
but not in the way that I meant it. Like I could take your money, and you could take my outlook,
Right.
but it what would that do? Like that's the point of our existence and our meeting and our friendship. Like and those are things I don't think you believe in. Like purpose. Like that's why I didn't want to explain my view of life as just like I think the reason for life is love. Like like what is life?
Well,
It is.
I
It's
kind
good.
of already
It's
knew
like,
that because I knew that you care about love. Like, that's the purpose of life. I already knew that.
but when most people hear the word love, they think of like family love or like romantic love.
Hmm.
But it's like there's like an intangible drive and passion behind things and a worth that a lot of things have that aren't just what you see in this world, you know.
I've met people before that are like, they love meeting new people and they see a lot of value in meeting new people, even if it's not like this like ride or die relationship. Like even just like a small encounter here and there can be life changing. And I don't like I've slowly seen that, but like I haven't been on board where like I will actively like be like trying to find new people or like seeing like new connections or current connections being like this is what built me or what will build me and what will make me change as a person or give me value. I guess.
And that's fair as fuck.
Do you
By the
wanna
way, I got an S and Varus didn't.
do you want to play again?
I got outperformed.
I don't mind playing again.
And I had a third of his damage. How did that work?
Up to you guys. I'm happy doing whatever.
I like that just chatting. Yeah, we have 20-minute queue time, so we might as well.
Alright, can we... Kyle, can you just cut that one and make that episode 1? We're about to start episode 2. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. We'll just put the video, sorry, the VOD, the video on demand. We'll put that on the Patreon. But on the main Lumi channel, we can just do the audio, if that's okay. Just have the video of the game, just the first 2 minutes. Yeah.
Thank
Anyway, you
you.
guys ready? Do you need a snack or anything before we start episode 2?
I'm good.
Yeah, everyone at home get some popcorn.
Okay, insert the cricket sound here.
What else did we talk about? What a good one, yeah.
Did we get anything wrong in that conversation?
No idea.
No, I mean like everyone here. Did we? The next episode about favorite porn stars. I wish I had that Hindi proverb that like confirmed my view of things.
Does anyone in chat have any idea on it?
Anyone speak Hindi? Know about a proverb with love? And it was like a road and a woman and a man loving each other, but there was no room for both of them. Or some shit like that. I can't remember. Anyway.
Wait, what was the proverb meant to be about, like, the message behind it? About love? Something about love?
If I was to paraphrase it off the top of my head, it was something like there wasn't room for two people to exist in the path of love. And that when they understood love, they could fit on the path, sort of thing. Like they were both love. I don't know, it was explained perfectly to me, and the way the proverb goes is perfect, but not.
Well, what
not
did
like
you get out of that? Like,
It's giving virus.
how did you translate that? Like,
it's like, this sounds fucking hippie as fuck, but it's like everything is love.
okay,
Like you can find love in everything,
right.
and you can put love into everything.
I have a bit of an abstract look on it, but the way I perceived it then was like, when you love someone, you put that person in front of yourself. So if you don't have the love, then you're always competing with that person on the same path. Whereas when you love someone and they love you, you're both putting each other first, and you're basically like, it's like big enough for both of you because you're both putting each other first. If there's only like room for one person.
I like that.
Because each person, to me, Sharon would be the person in front, and she'd be the one person on the love road, and then for Sharon, I would be the one person. So for each of us, we both have one person, so we both fit.
Oh, I love that.
Hmm.
I like that's a perfect explanation as well to me.
Must be nice.
Hopefully that made sense. I'm sorry.
No, because that's what I was thinking when I said that. I said I was talking to Sharon, and I put Sebastian and Jordan in the same like logic-based thinkers group, and Lumi would be in the same group, and then she was like, "So why am I a flop?"
Yeah.
And then I immediately thought, "Is she fucking saying that because Sebastian's with Sharon?"
Well, no. I was thinking more like the contentness and happiness part in yourself and thinking like a 10 out of 10 or close to 10 out of 10.
Mhm.
Because like this all started like you saying like you notice I want a boyfriend, but that probably comes from like a lack of self-love. But like
No, it was more like that's not your missing piece. That's something that will enhance you.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think
You
there's a
know?
difference between wanting and like needing a boyfriend. I feel like needing one is kind of bad. Wanting one is like okay. Like if you,
Bad.
well,
I think it's valid.
I think if you need someone else to be happy, or you need that dependence, you need to rely on that person. I feel like that could get a little bit like bad if something happens, like the person's no longer available. Are you still like, how are you gonna get that need anymore? I feel like you need to be able to fulfill yourself,
Of course.
and then be able to like enhance that with a boyfriend or whatever.
Like my passion for this comes like it's like the bottom line for me is that you deserve to be whole before you reach your goals. Or you
Mhm.
like, and I don't mean overall in life, like worldly things, because like I do get like feeling whole when you've achieved your goals, like you've got the house and you've got the boyfriend, but you should be able to feel whole with the person that you are today from all of your experiences and all the people that you've experienced. You should be able to you deserve to feel whole before you get the boyfriend,
I mean, I would
and then
like to
he will enhance
try.
it, and he will give you new experiences that you've never had before, and things you couldn't have even dreamed of, even though you've dreamed of everything with your boyfriend.
I mean, like, I would like to, but like, I think this is gonna be like a circle of like, I don't know how to,
Right.
Mhm.
and it's like
And that's
very
what I'm
much
saying to
let
everyone else in
let
chat
Jesus
who's
take the
like,
wheel.
yeah, everyone else in chat is like, this is an exploration, not a fucking hitchhiker's guide to the galaxy.
We're just like having a bit of a talking moment, Clay. Just like bit of therapy, I guess.
Big boys have always been in season.
Well, going back on the like the Sydney trip, for example,
Yeah.
I feel like even though that was only like 4 days for me, I feel like that was like really like life altering almost. Like it really like that itself fulfilled me a lot. Like it gave me a lot of happiness. It made me feel uh like I had a bit more to my life. Like I have more experiences. I have more like things I can look back on. Whereas for me, games, even though like some games I've hit like high ranks, I've done good things in games, a lot of them I kind of forget, or it becomes kind of like lost in the wind, I guess. But things like life events, such as like the Sydney trip, I feel like those things are a lot more memorable for me. So I feel like those are easier to kind of fulfill me.
If
Even though I
I'm
do get fulfillment out of games, I don't remember everything sometimes.
well, if I was to think about what I got out of that, I did feel
Mhm.
like in that trip I felt like I was loved, and I felt like just hanging out with a bunch of friends and having a big party, like that was the best New Year's party I've ever had, because that's probably the only one I've ever had apart from the one with like Jordan and Digi's house, which is like it was nice, but like the one with Tsunami, like I've never had that moment. I've never like hung out with friends like that and like spend days, fun days doing activities. Um, so I definitely felt like I got something like a new experience, and I felt love. But in the back of my mind, I was even whilst on a trip, I was like, okay, I need to go back to the hustle. I need to make that money. I need to make that coin. You know.
I think that's valid. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Knowing how you are wired and um, what you're geared toward.
Yeah.
this is probably going to come from a very privileged take, but I feel like for me, as I've gotten older, the less and less I care about money. Money is so far like at the back of my mind at this point that I care so much more about being happy and able to like spend my life than getting a job that's like all my life. That's why I don't know if anyone knows, but I'm doing biomed as my degree. I'm graduating, but I'm gonna completely change it, I think, and go into engineering instead, just because I feel like engineering is a lot more. I get easier jobs with like not as much time into it, whereas I feel like a lot of medical jobs is like your whole life. Um, so I feel like it's very. I don't know. For me, I'm valuing money less and less, whereas I feel like maybe for you, you value money a bit more. But I don't know if that's coming from like a privilege thing
I
that
think
I
it
like
probably
don't
comes
need
out
money.
from like my childhood because like my mom didn't work and it was always on Centrelink and couldn't really afford stuff like if I ever a new toy whatever like my mom would be like can't afford that, go next. My dad was
Yeah.
always the one paying the bills and he's always complaining about like, oh my god, the bills are this amount and like giving us shit, like being calling us like all useless and like like living off him and blah blah blah. And so I guess I don't. It's not like I was homeless or anything, but like definitely not like living in money or anything. So I felt like I guess that's
Yeah.
probably the big reason why like money and making it and like feeling secure is like important. I mean, I think once I have the house, like I'm done. I'd be happy. And
Yeah.
then once I have my house, I can then focus on hobbies. I feel.
For me, I feel like my whole life, even when I was like more focused on money, was always I want to have enough money that I can just retire and not have to worry about money. Like I want money, so I don't have to want money. If that makes sense. Like
I mean, yeah. That's how I see it. Like, I want to work
okay, yeah,
on my channel to the point where like I'm making so much that is an afterthought. Like,
yeah,
I don't have to think about like money or whatever.
yeah.
Well, my I don't want to go into I won't go into it too much because Kyle's telling me that we didn't put a content or trigger warning on this episode. But it was very rough. It was like I think I have me trauma dumping it anyway. I have there's like this thing called trauma eating.
Hmm.
It's something similar to what Lux says when you get a taste of being a have after being a have not your whole life, you want more.
Hmm.
It's like there are so many times where we had nothing. And it was even worse with my dad, who was like, he was terrible boots. And that's a very light way of putting it. So I have a similar background to you, Lumi, but I do think my dad was much worse.
Yeah.
But this is not a pissing contest about trauma.
Hmm.
But like the result of it, I think, is such a blessing. Like the way that I treat people or the way that I value my friends. And I still have ambition, just not in the form that yours is. Like I do want better things for my family but like I don't want us to be lost in the way, or like on the way. Like I can look at all my siblings and see how they processed the trauma of our childhood.
Hmm.
But I would hate to have them like be washed over by the waves of life. And I think with the way I look at the world and see like try to find the love or bring the love to things, it's like the best copium. It's like copium to a point where like I genuinely believe it, and I genuinely find the love in the people that I've met, or try to bring it to them, and in return I get that love back.
Okay.
So like even like we're not well off still, but it like I just have an understanding that I should like that there is good still. There is good, and maybe it's because there wasn't good before, but like it's it's powerful, and I like there isn't like a I don't have anything tangible to show that to show of it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I just have that like no nuance explanation that I gave like 20 minutes ago about everything being love, basically.
Okay.
It helps. It's just like it's like an everyday thing. Maybe
Yeah.
that poor brother was onto something.
I don't know how to respond to that if I'm meant to.
Um.
And I don't know like how I can like
What am I
relate that
playing?
to me. Like how I'm meant to like what should I get out of that?
No, I think no, Kyle, we'll keep that. We're keeping that, Kyle. Cyber, why aren't you in this fucking conversation then?
I do like that
Because you have a
explanation of
boyfriend, you're a
the-
queer. No, but well, I thought what we were doing there was talking about how we got to the path that we're on and how we got to our worldview, basically.
Oh yeah, like how we turned out the way we
Okay, yeah.
are.
Yeah.
But I feel like from me, it was like I had this upbringing, so this is how I became this like so money obsessive and hungry. Whereas for you, like you found something else that changed your course to become happy. And like that something to change your course to become happy, like I don't know how.
Well, when you say found, what do you mean?
Because like you know you're saying like we have similar like upbringing of like our dads being doo-doo and like you know poorer upbringing.
Mm-hmm.
But like you became the way you are because you found this like love in yourself and other people. That's what you value. But like how did that come about then? Like oh my god, bitch.
Oh, I didn't have flash.
It could have like I guess like you eventually find that love because like if you live in a rich life you might have not found love and you might have focused on other things, but like
I think another important factor for me personally is my family, especially my sister Johanna. She's my older sister. I'm the second oldest. We've been like best friends since I was born, and that helped a lot. And I know you don't have that with your brother.
yeah.
I think she was instrumental, and my mother as well. I think also getting to witness how they process stuff. Sorry, processed stuff. Helped me like develop how I process stuff. Like I just fell into the role of like of this basically. What is Jarvan doing there?
I've never like,
Jarvan's,
related to
Jarvan's in the
that.
river.
Yeah, I've never related to like the so close to someone that you do everything and loving so much. Like I'm sure like you share a lot of things with Johanna and you do so much with her. It's such a strong bond. I don't have that, not even with my mom. Like I love my mom, but I don't do anything with my mom. Like I don't really talk to her. about stuff. I don't really do activities with her. And obviously don't do it with my brother, so it's like... And I don't do it with my friends, so it's like, I don't feel like I do anything.
And we can change that.
I feel like I want to do that with a boyfriend though.
And I respect that. I think you should. I support that. Like you're just saying these things like matter-of-factly is a perfect explanation of why you should do it your way.
Right.
But but I just want you to be happy before then.
Yeah. I agree with that.
I'm waiting for the person to come back and say, "This is oi!"
Oh my god, I did that.
You know what? I take it back. Just kidding.
What did that person say? Like, who are you referring to?
The person that was like the try, like I'm not.
Oh, try
I'm
therapy.
saying what I want for her. I'm not telling her to like just be happy. To be happy for her.
Oh.
It's not like it's not some fucking try advice. I just need to reiterate.
An enemy has been slain.
Ooh.
How did I
You
miss?
cannot
I'm
take
so...
Barret.
Nah, I'm fucking trash. How did I miss? How the fuck did I miss? Oh well. What?
Both sides of the coin.
Is this the real Lumi?
Bitch, how? Like, there's no fucking way, bitch.
Enemy double kill.
Like, what? How am I
You have
missing?
slain an enemy.
Anyway, it might be the way I'm sitting.
An enemy has been slain.
No, totally.
It is. I'm not able to play properly the way I'm sitting.
I keep hearing the fucking.
Thank you, Henry, for the raid. Hope you're doing it well. Yes, we're having a bit of a podcast moment right now. I'm kind of tired, but we're having a podcast moment and therapy session, I guess, with my friends, and I like that. Congrats to Masters, thank you! Finally. Now it's time for Grandmaster and then Challenger. Like the edge. Girl. I need to give up. Let me give up. Oh my god.
Hate that.
Oh my god, bitch. Get her ass!
Oi! Union block, boy.
Oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, I can't pull up Masters, which is great. Can stay in Masters. Doesn't matter if I come 8th place. I'm still 0 LP. As long as I'm Masters, I'm happy.
I'm over it.
Oh, fuck. Damn.
An enemy has been slain.
Zero has 5 kills.
Well, kind of flopped this game, unfortunately.
I'll come bottom.
You
Once
should
I get
focus
6.
your attention on other lanes.
I was betrayed.
He wants
That's-
the shutdown.
It's up to you.
Yeah.
Oh, I should have shielded you. My bad. Anyway. Is Kevin going next?
Yeah.
I feel like Falco personally matches JJ. It does. It's very like nuke, skill shot, and methodical.
Very tentacly.
I'm glad. A lot of people do like these like kind of like podcast